benefits.
Well, good afternoon and welcome to this live broadcast event from Serena Hotel in Nairobi. I'm Hussein Mohammed. Moment we've been waiting for since about 11 a.m. today. The court leadership, led of course by former Prime Minister Raila Odinga, former Vice President Kilonzo, are here to announce, of course, who their nominee, the Wiper nominee for the... you can see Mutula Kilonzo Jr. is making his way. There has been speculation that he will be the one, and now he's making the way. Let's start the results.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Silence, please. Let's have order. Okay. Now, first I would like to apologize to members of the media for taking longer than you expected. But now we're going to have a brief session here, which is very important for Wiper Democratic Movement and the CORD family. And without much further ado, I would like to introduce to you Chairman of the Wiper Democratic Movement, Senator David Musila. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I again want to echo the words of apology that have been rendered. It has been a very busy afternoon, as you appreciate, and hence the delay. Mr. Prime Minister, Mr. Vice President, members of the Wiper Democratic Movement National Executive Committee, members of the CORD fraternity, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Following the ruling of the court this morning, whose details you are already aware, the Wiper Democratic Movement has held a crisis, or not a crisis, but a special NEC meeting to deliberate on the judgment of the court. And first I want to thank our legal team that presented the petitioners, the two petitioners, Kilonzo and the Wiper Democratic Movement, in the court for the job that they did very well. We want to appreciate that the party has been given an opportunity to field a candidate by the court. And on this score, the National Executive Committee of Wiper has just concluded its deliberations and has unanimously approved the nomination of Mutula Kilonzo Jr. to be the candidate, to be the Wiper candidate for the Makueni senator seat that is vacant, that fell vacant, as you are aware, following the sad demise of his late father. We have taken all the precautions necessary. We have even visited IEBC this afternoon, and I have a letter here signed by the chairman of IEBC, Mr. Ahmed Isaac Hassan, EBS, confirming that Mutula Kilonzo Jr., ID number 137057556, is a registered voter. Therefore, there will be no more monkey business as far as we are concerned. And I want to announce that immediately we finish this, we are going to prepare to go to water, and it will be in water, all of us from the court. From 8 o'clock tomorrow, we'll be there to present, for Junior to present his papers to the returning officer. So I invite all and sundry to travel to Wote in the morning. And we want to appeal to the people of Makueni to come to Wote in the morning to welcome their new senator, Junior Mutula Junior. So without much ado, I now want to call upon Junior to come here so that I can present to him the nomination certificate.
Ladies and gentlemen, I can only talk if you listen. So let's listen so that I can make my brief speech of acceptance of the nomination to vie for the seat of Makueni Senator in place of my namesake who left us without notice. Two, I want to say that these gentlemen were looking for me in very many places and they found me, and I have received several. They will tell you it was not easy, but the several people, including a lot of the voters from that very nice county of Makueni, have also called me, and I want to say this without, and I will repeat, fear of contradiction, that I am ready for this. I wish all of you are voters in Makueni. Maybe this will translate to votes. I want to appeal to the people of Makueni, the ones I saw in Kikima, etc., who were saying that they will cause this or the other. There's no reason whatsoever to have any form of violence in Makueni, because we want to have a peaceful election. We are appealing, and I'm appealing to the IEBC to ensure that we have a peaceful and free and fair and transparent election that complies with Article 86 of the Constitution. Are we together? So come tomorrow so that we can get over and done with this, and maybe, and I say when I'm elected, I can join the senators in trying to make this country a better place. Lastly, I want to make this absolutely clear for anybody who has some form of doubt in their mind that Mutula Kilonzo Jr. is not joining politics, I'm joining leadership. So it's fair that you understand that, so that when you find me on the street, out there somewhere, you can understand where Mutula Kilonzo Jr. is coming from. Thank you.
I now want to ask our party leader, Vice President Kilonzo Musyoka, to come and make some brief remarks, and thereafter call upon the Prime Minister to make his remarks.
Well, yes indeed, give me a wiper. Wiper. I want to thank those stations that are covering this event live, because we do not have the luxury of time. It's exactly 1 week to the 26th when people of Makueni go to the polls. Junior may not even have enough time to print all the posters, but we know that he's psychologically prepared. You have heard it from him. Make no doubt, make no mistake. He just told us that he knows he cannot fit into his late father's shoes, but he has made one shoe which looks like Mutula's and is going to fit into his own shoe. And therefore the people of Makueni tunawatangazieni kwamba kesho palipo majaliwa zote twaingia wote, na tena hatutatoka wote mpaka tupate ushindi wa Wiper. Baitu mwikanoe na tekwe de matabagua mabwangu ina kethi. Maybe they thought we are short of Mutulas. Mutula Senior is gone, and may God rest his soul in peace. Kathy, as are those obstacles placed on our way. And truly, democracy has been on trial in our country. Yes. We want to tell those who want to listen that the people of this country will not accept to be taken back to the 70s and 80s, where people can live, where people who have their telephones tapped and listened to, where people will be looking over their shoulders to know who is listening. We have under our new constitution the true liberties that Kenyans sought. Therefore, we will not, as court, definitely as Wiper, accept any reversals over the gains that are so painstakingly been put in place. And therefore this, we want to say, there are those who even tried to harass Eliud Owalo. There are people afraid of what they call the Egyptian or the Arab Spring. The world all over has woken up, and the people will not accept to have their rights trampled upon. Therefore, Kenyans will have their liberty. I want to make it clear. I've said before that Kathy Kilonzo is a phenomenon in this country, and she's become a movement. And therefore, Junior, thank you for accepting to step in the shoes immediately to save the Mutula image and to give us. Mutula was fearless. I know you. I know you, and you know I know you. We want to tell the people of Bura to give you just 1 week to go and deliver that seat. Get it from Jubilee, because Dr. Noor of Wiper literally won that seat, and he was handling that petition. Junior said he only wanted to handle 2 petitions. One is out of the way. It was that of Dr. Alfred Mutua, Governor Machakos. That was dismissed, thanks to Junior. Now he wants to clinch one from Jubilee in the case that is, I think is somewhere in Malindi. And therefore, it's just 1 week. You finish this and go and clinch that seat from Jubilee. I speak with a measure of concern. It's not been easy. I've never felt this concerned before, fellow Kenyans. And the other day, you even heard me say, I was truly angry. God has since forgiven me. And now that you have Junior, we are going for nothing but a straight win. Anduma Makueni, Anduma Makueni County, Kwambio Mundi, Waiku Koma, Wai Anduma Yeta ma professor Makweli na Rongo. Kanatiwo, Kalembe Osilale. Kama sivyo, na wale wengine wasilale. Thank you, thank you. You know we're actually inside a hotel. I must remind us. It looks like if they play with this victory for Wiper, there should not be and I say, and just a slight indication. Kathy should be allowed to enjoy her freedoms as a learned, one of the best legal minds we have in this country. And I know that Senator Orengo, I want to congratulate you for leading the team that has brought us honor and dignity. And so, let them hear. Let them hear. Mistakes by IEBC should never be attributed to Kathy. And I think these judges, the three-person bench, having delivered that kind of ruling, I heard from Senator Orengo that the issues that I'm sure we are looking at as a party, as a coalition, and even if this means that is what we shall have to do to thoroughly clear the name of Kethi, we want to give you authority to make an appeal immediately, so that these things, even if Kethi will not have managed to get elected as senator, Junior will be there. Kwa hivyo mimi sina mengine mengi. Leo nitalala afadhali kidogo. Na kesho Mungu atujalie. Let us now, and as I said, jameni, and I mean it, watu wasicheze na hali ya demokrasia. Hatutaki kurudi nyuma. Hatuwezi tena. Hatuwezi kukubali mambo haya. You know, when we last went for nomination of Kethi, for the first time, tuliona watu wanavalia those guard, askari wanavalia protective gear. People of Makueni are very peaceful people. Do not export violence to them. Yeah? Because that was very strange. Ati walikuwa wanaona kwamba Wakamba watapigana, watafanya nini. Yeah? Kwa hivyo watu wapigwe rungu, ndio wakubali. We want to tell Jubilee, mambo yao imekwisha Makueni kutoka kesho. Kwa hivyo basi, karibu sana ndugu yetu. Now, I now want to welcome the Right Honorable. And I must make it clear, please don't think when Chairman Mutula was saying the Prime Minister and the Vice President, that he actually, he didn't make any mistake. Because you can only use the title of former Prime Minister if there is a successor. But you know, there is no successor to the Prime Minister. And you must also know there is no successor to the Vice President. So these are the titles that are valid. And the occupants wenyewe wako hapa. Karibu sana ndugu Raila Amolo Odinga.
Wanakod hamjambo. Muko tayari? Code. Let me begin by saying how delighted I am that we are here this afternoon. Earlier on, I was a very disappointed person when I saw the judges read the ruling. But I said, wait a minute, this is a road that is very known to us. We have been here before. We are back here again. But we said that obstacles will always be put on our way. But we also said that we will never stop from removing obstacles which have been placed on our way deliberately. And that's why I was very delighted when I heard Junior speak before we came into this room. And then he told us that there was only one decision to be made today. And he made that decision. To agree not to step in his father's shoes, but to put on his own shoes which has made, which looks like his father's. I tell Junior Heko, you have made us proud. But I also want to pay tribute to our gallant lady, Kethi Kilonzo. From the time of the days of the petition, when Kethi stood in the court defending our rights, up to this morning, Kethi has shown courage, has shown fortitude and resilience that is actually very rare. Kathy has shown that she's prepared to pay the utmost in defense of justice and democracy in our country. So she was not afraid to face our adversaries. We tried to persuade her. She agreed to come. And of course, we knew that our adversaries were not going to be very happy. We know that our adversaries will never want to escort us to the altar. Say they want to take us 6 feet underground. But Kathy has stood very firm, and I want her to know, wherever she is, that the entire fraternity of God is standing with her. Now, Kathy has rested, but she's going to be around. She's going to be with us. She assured me, I talked to her before I came here, that she's going to be with us throughout this campaign. And of course, every member of CORD is going to stand behind Mutula Kilonzo Jr. in this campaign. We want to be able to say, and we will say it at the end of this campaign next Friday, that the king is dead, long live the king. Because we will have the new king, the name of Mutula Kilonzo Jr. I want to pay tribute to the people of Makueni who have remained very faithful and steadfast in their support for the CORD fraternity. They showed us nothing but love during the short period that we went to Makueni. And we want to now tell them that we are coming again tomorrow to unveil our new candidate. And we are confident that the people of Makueni will vote for Mutula Kilonzo Jr. Kwa hivyo mimi nataka kuambia wale Wakamba ambaye hawako hapa, Wakamba mwasio. Mwasio inge. Kesho tutakuja Makueni kesho. Tutakuja kuleta kijana yetu Mutula Kilonzo Jr. ili wananchi wa Makueni waone candidate wetu, wajue ya kwamba wale wapinzani wetu wamejaribu kuweka vikwazo, wamejaribu kila kitu nje zote, lakini tunasema shetani ashindwe. Tuna hakika ya kwamba shetani atashindwa siku ile ya uchaguzi. Kwanza sisi kama wana CORD tuna imani kabisa na mtoto wetu Kathy Kilonzo. Kathy amesimama imara, ameonyesha ushujaa ambaye haina kifani. Kusimama tangu wakati ile ambaye alikwenda kule kwenye mahakama kutetea haki yetu na kufichua yale maovu yote ambayo yalifanyika wakati wa uchaguzi. Yale yote alifichua. Kwa hivyo jamaa wale walikuwa na chuki na yeye, kwa sababu amemkataza asisimame. Lakini wahenga walisema siku ya mwizi ni ngapi? Hivyo siku ya 40 itakuja. Kwa hivyo sisi tunataka kutoa pongezi kwa wakaaji wa Makueni wote. Tunataka kuona kama kuna kampeni ya amani. Sisi hatukuji kule na fimbo na mawe na bunduki, hakuna. Tutakuja kule na maneno matamu peke yake. Wanawake wanasema maneno matamu mtoa nyoka pangoni. Kwa hivyo tungependa kuchukua fursa hii kuambia wale wapinzani wetu ati wasilete mambo ya fujo. Vile vile hatutaki kuona kama wanakuja kule na hongo. Manake tunajua mambo yao ni hongo na wizi peke yake. Hawana ingine. Hawana ingine, tunajua watakuja kumwaga pesa, watakuja kuleta molio. Walete chochote wakileta, hiyo ni mali ya wananchi ambayo wameiba. Wananchi wanapokea, lakini hakuna asante. hakuna shukrani. Kwa hivyo mimi nataka tena vile vile kuchukua fursa hii kutoa shukrani kwa mawakili wetu ambayo walikwenda kule mahakamani, Bwana Kajwang, Bwana Orengo, Bwana Mazo, wapi yule wakili wetu mdogo yule, Juti iko hapo na Soweto iko wapi? Soweto hayuko hapo. Lakini hao wote wamefanya vitendo ambaye imetufurahisha sisi zote. Kwa hivyo sisi zote kama wana CORD, wana Wiper, tunawapatia hao pongezi wote kwa kazi nzuri wamefanya. Kwa hivyo sisi, mimi nataka kumuita kijana yangu tena aje hapa. Aje mbele. Na tutampongeza. Tumefika sasa. Hapa katikati kulikuwa na Mtula hapa. Sasa Mtula ametoka, Mtula mpya ameingia katikati. Sasa tunasema yule mfalme alikuwa ameanguka. Tunasema the king is dead. And they say long live the king.
The Wiper chairman is going to take 1 or 2 questions, then we wind up this session. If there's no question, then we are very grateful. Sorry?
What is the question?
He's asking.
Yes, sir.
Hussein Mohammed from Citizen TV.
Yes, sir.
With all due respect to the late Kilonzo and his family, I believe God has always been talking about a democratic nomination process. I believe God has always been talking about
Just ask your question, please. We don't have time.
I believe God has always been talking about a democratic nomination process and a competitive one. Why are you constraining it to the family of the late Mutula Kilonzo?
Well, we have not constrained it to the family of Mutula Kilonzo. Even when we nominated Kevi Kilonzo, it was by consensus of the people of Makueni, members of the party, NEC, everyone agreed. Now today, we would have come here and announced Junior, but we had to follow the process of inviting NEC to come and take that decision. So I think as far as we are concerned, we have followed democracy fully. Thank you. Another question?
Thank you.
No other questions. Thank you so much for coming.
There we go. The press conference has just ended. You can see there the full leadership, specifically the Wiper Party, has nominated Kilonzo and brother to the earlier nominee, Kevi Kilonzo, and the son of the late Mutula Kilonzo, whose death, of course, questioned the Makueni Senate by-election. So Wiper Party and CORD coalition have settled on Mutula Kilonzo Jr. to run party ticket to the Makueni Senate by-election. From Serena.
1 2 1 2